Welcome home, angel moms and angel dads. This is a club that none of us wanted to be in. And I am opening today this podcast to welcome all my angel mommies and daddies to come home to a place where you can feel your grief and heal your grief. I want to introduce myself. My name is Amy Fulmer. I am one of you guys. I lost my son on June 1st of 2014. He was 19 years old, and he died at home. I think there's a moment in time for every angel parent that when you view your child's deceased body, that there's a part in your heart that explodes and breaks, and it just never comes back together again. The pain that is inflicted to you at that moment, the moment of impact, is something that will stay with you, well, I'm convinced, not only in this lifetime, but I think it's etched in your soul in a way that transcends all of your lifetimes. It's a defining moment in your soul that forever stays with you lifetime after lifetime. In this podcast that I'm starting, I want to be very honest with you guys. This is not a religious podcast. This is not a spiritual podcast. This is a podcast of my journey, 12 years into my grief walk with my son. I want to share this journey with you guys for a very, very specific reason. The reason being that when my son died, well, there definitely was not the resources that we have today. There was bereavement groups. There was some Facebook groups, which are really wonderful. All of them are wonderful, but my problem is I was so exploded in grief that I couldn't walk. I couldn't move. I had a very difficult time interfacing with the Facebook mommy groups because there was a lot of technical back and forth, reading people's posts. You got to ask to be accepted into the group. I just couldn't handle that. So the reason I'm welcoming you all here today is that this is a place where you can come home. Whether you're in your car having a breakdown, whether you're getting ready in the morning to go to work, or you are having a moment of living everyday life, you can just hit play. You don't have to participate. You don't have to talk. You can sit there and cry. You can sit there and listen. You can take notes. You can do whatever you choose to do. But here's the difference. I am one of you. I know your heart. I don't know any of you. This is a brand new channel. This is a brand new channel. I have 0 subscribers. I may have 1. But we are starting from anew. And we're starting from a place that made me, after 12 years, want to come out to you guys to give an alternative platform for people that are in excruciating pain, to just come and hear someone's voice who knows your heart and knows your pain, and to let you guys know that I will be here for you. And if I can help one person who listens to this podcast feel just a little bit better, then I will have done my job. Now, they're going to be very short segments because a grieving brain can't hang on very long. So these will be very short segments. I'll probably do 1 or 2 a week, depending on the need. The comments will be turned off, and I'll tell you why. I am very protective over your hearts which I'll never meet you, and quite frankly, at this point, have 0 subscribers. But when people join in, I am as protective over your pain as a mama bear is over their cubs. And sometimes in comments, people can be maybe a little insensitive. There's no room for that here. I don't want any parent who comes to my channel, it's like coming into my home, ever feeling a little offended or hurt because maybe they said something that someone didn't agree with, and then there was a little sniping going on. So we're not going to have that now. I may open the comments at some time, but for now they're closed. What today I want to leave you guys with, and this is kind of the first step in a long journey. If all of us, we, you, I, any angel mom or dad, does not deal with their grief, your grief will deal with you. So let me say that again. This is really, really, really important. If you don't deal with your grief will deal with you, and it won't be pretty. Okay? It'll be catastrophic. I am not here to tell you how to do that. That is between you and you. Every single angel mom and dad is going to have a different perspective and a different journey. And I'm going to read you something that I did not intend to put on this first podcast, but it's kind of stole my heart. So let me open up this post. This post came from, guys, give me a second. I got to log into this other account that I have. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. This post came on Twitter, and this was someone who wrote about Elon Musk. Love Elon or hate Elon. This is not the point of this post. This is something I did not know. I had no idea that Elon lost a child, and it was his first child. But I want to read you this post because it goes to show how every single angel parent will cope and deal with the loss of their child. But here's the thing. We can never judge each other. We're going to talk about, on this podcast, things I went through over 12 years, things that worked for me, and share them with you as an alternative tool to maybe give you some insight for help. But here's the other thing. Hearing the voice of someone who knows your heart, because we all know each other. Hearing my voice may bring comfort in the sense that when my son died, I was desperate to find an angel mom or dad to talk to. But back in those days, it wasn't an easy thing. But I wanted to hear a voice. I wanted to connect on a deeper level than just on a Facebook level. And I'm not knocking Facebook. Please do not take that. There are some wonderful groups. Mine is an alternative choice. Maybe some days you don't even hear my content, but you hear my voice and you know that I've been on the grief walk for a long, long time. And maybe you can pick up something in my voice that can just give you a little bit of grief relief. But back to this post, because I know I kind of digressed a little bit. This is an example of something I did not know. And I read it and I was captivated. So I'm going to share this post with you. Here we go. Elon Musk's first child died at 10 weeks old. He was holding him when it happened. Nevada Alexander Musk was born in 2002. Healthy, normal, everything was fine. Then one day the baby stopped breathing. Sudden infant death syndrome. There's no warning, no cause, no explanation. The baby just does not wake up. Elon and Justine rushed him to the hospital. He was put on life support for 3 days, brain dead. They had to make the decision to take him off. 3 days of watching machines breathe for your son while knowing he's already gone. When asked about it later, Musk's response was cold in a way that disturbed people. He said he didn't want to talk about it, that grieving publicly wouldn't bring Nevada back, that he preferred to move forward. Justine saw it differently. She wrote that the loss nearly destroyed her, that she couldn't understand how Elon could compartmentalize the death of their first child and go back to work within days. People process grief differently. Some break down, some build walls. Elon built companies. Within 2 years of Nevada's death, he had started SpaceX. You never know what someone is carrying. The man who builds rockets and posts memes at 2 a.m. buried his first child at 10 weeks and never publicly processed it. Now, let me be very clear. This is exactly what I'm getting to. It is not for anyone to judge Elon or Justine, but the contrast in this post of how each one of them, these are the mom and the dad, processed the same experience, the same child, the same loss, 2 completely different ways. There is no right or wrong. But the premise of this podcast is to, not make, show you guys, angel moms and dads, maybe a way to feel and process your grief from someone who knows your heart. Someone who knows your heart, which is me. There is no taking back that we're all in this club that we never wanted to be in. Nobody wanted to be in this club, but we are. So I do have some tools for you guys I want to point out. This will be links in the description. I have first and foremost a link to my parent survival checklist. This is a link that is a tool. It's free. You can share it, download it, to have parents, sisters, friends, neighbors be given to immediately upon the death of someone in their, death of a child, in their circle, because I noticed that when my son died, so many people wanted to help. My sisters, my brother, my friends. I was overwhelmed by the outreach, but everybody, it was almost a deer in the headlights moment because no one knew what to do. So this is a checklist that I wrote that would have been things that might have helped me, that would have helped me. When I posted this checklist, I think it was about 11 years ago, it went viral in over 70 countries, okay? I hope to have it be double that amount. I want this tool in everyone's hands that knows someone who's lost a child. And again, that's in the description. Second of all, in the description is my book on Amazon, Don't Trip Potato Chip. Ooh, sorry, you guys, they're doing construction outside. Don't Trip Potato Chip on Amazon. This is my journey. It starts the night my son died, okay? You can get a paperback, you can get a e-copy. It's not an easy read, okay? But it's designed to be a read that the chapters are very short on purpose, And you could just open the book and let it fall, like just say, what do I need to hear today? And open up to a chapter. It's not necessarily sequential, although in a sense it kind of is, because it's my story starting the night my son died. So you'll find a link there, and that's available for you as well. I also want to emphasize that the segments that I'm doing here on YouTube will be very short. A grieving brain, they've come to find out under MRIs and all kinds of scans, does not process information the way an ungrieving brain does. And also, depending on the circumstances of the death of your child, there's always shock involved. And so I'm going to keep these short because they're meant to be like a crutch. So the other thing I want to wrap up with, and we're going to sign off for today, I will never, ever reach out to you on an email, on a text. I won't call you. None of that. The reason why I'm saying this is because with AI and everything today, there's a lot of imposters, people that will pose to be me. I have to be very protective over my work because you guys are very near and dear to my heart, and I cannot take a chance that someone arrives in the interwebs pretending to be me and then says something to hurt you. So for now, this YouTube channel and my Facebook, which you'll also find that, my author page, my book author page, and then my Twitter account, will be posted. But this is where the action's going to take place. But no, I will not reach out to you. That's not going to happen. So if you do get reached out to, it is not me. So to wrap up today, you guys, please share this video, get it out to people, help us grow this channel. We're looking for a little bit of grief relief. And the thought of the day is, as much as you want to run from the pain, oh, believe me, I know. Trust me, do I know. Please, God, let you deal with your grief in any way that you seem fit. Again, I'm not here to tell you how. I'm here to show you what worked for me and invite you to look at some alternatives, because if you don't, then your grief will take over and deal with you. And trust me when I tell you this, your child in heaven, or wherever you believe they to be, okay, wherever your consciousness tells you they are, they don't want that for you. They just want you to be happy, and they love you. So I'm going to leave you guys with that today, and please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye for now.